Hello, I am Minecraft Phenom 08, and this is episode 10 in my Automate Everything Minecraft series. In today's episode, we are going to do a little exploring. First of all, we are going to make a compass to detect meteorites. And this will be very helpful in today's episode because I'm going to be hunting for meteorites to get the 4 plates that are held within them. Now, hopefully, we'll get somewhat lucky and we won't have to find too many of them, but there's the inscriber silicon press, the logic press, the engineering press, and the calculation press are the 4 items I would like to find today. In addition, I am going to explore a couple of points that I have marked out on my map, and let's see if we can't find those. Let's turn these guys on real fast. And so I found 2 things that may or may not be spawners, so I want to check those out as well. So let's head out, but first let's change this to my lumber axe. I built a hatchet for as a weapon, kind of. It's also useful for cutting wood in a case in which I do not want to chop down the entire tree, because I have the lumber axe for that. So let's first run over here and check out this possible spawner. Now, I obviously built this hatchet as a weapon because in here we may be dealing with some mobs. And I do hear a zombie. Let's see. I don't see a spawner yet, but I do see some chests. So that's super exciting. I think I saw a spawner. Okay, where are you at? There are plenty of them. So, let's run. Oh, there are 2 spawners. Wow. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to light those up, and hopefully that'll stop mobs from spawning. I don't remember if it actually does or not. Okay. So this hatchet seems to be working pretty well. And these spawners will be useful in the future, to be honest. They will be super useful. But for right now, I do want to check out what is down here in this chest. It kind of looks like there's only 1 chest. Okay, this is super exciting because, first of all, we have a capacitor here. And that will be useful for the mod Ender IO. In addition, we have iridium shards, which will be useful for my making of a quantum suit later on. And that'll probably be much later on. But anyways, that'll be super useful in the future as well. Nether wart's always nice to have, and might as well grab the redstone and the string as well. So basically, this has been a nice little... Okay, urns. I'm not really familiar with urns. So let's break these guys and see what they have. Looks like a couple of potions. Splash potion of misfortune and potion of healing. So that's fantastic. I think I'm just going to leave the rest of... You know what? Let's grab the mana steel. I would like to do Botania in this pack, so let's go ahead and do that. Cool. That's not too bad. 2 spawners. I only expected 1. That's cool. So anyways, let's block this up. We're not going to delete the waypoint, but for right now we can go ahead and turn this one off. And let's head to the other spawner waypoint. You know what? No, let's head to the meteorite first because we are right by it. And let's see what the interior holds. This is rather a large one. The best way I've found to dig into these guys is to actually go up to the top and then find the rough center, which seems to be somewhere along the lines of... Let's just guesstimate right here. And this hammer does not seem to be doing too bad of a job at all of hammering through this. Cool. Okay, here's our chest. This is the exciting part. 1 press. That's kind of disappointing. That is disappointing, not gonna lie. But, you know what? Let's grab this chest as... You know what? Let's try this. Cool. Nice hack. Haha. Anyways. I'm not gonna do anything more with this meteorite for right now. If I do need any more of the skystone... of the skystone in the future, I can always come back here and mine a bunch of it. But for right now, let's head over to the other spawner. And where is that waypoint? There it is. So this shouldn't be too bad of a little trip. And I think it is underneath a great wood tree. If there is actually a spawner there. I'm not 100% sure there is. That's why there's kind of a question mark there. Anyways. Let's see. Let's try to go round. Kind of. Okay, that seems to have been a good idea. Anyways, we're almost there. I think we're gonna need this axe right here. Yes. Okay, so the cobwebs tell me that there's something going on here. And I don't know that there's actually anything here. Okay, so, well. You know what? There might not be anything here at all. Well, that's kind of unfortunate, but for now, let's start hunting for meteorites, new ones. And right now, it is pointing towards the nearest meteorite, which would be the meteorite we have already visited. I do want to get a look at that great wood tree. Okay, so what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna kind of go off in some random direction, probably this way right here. And eventually this compass should flip towards a closer meteorite. Anyways, that's what I'm hoping. And then we'll head off into that direction. Hopefully we'll find more than just one silicon plate, because that was unfortunate. So right now all this water is kind of bumming me out. Anyways. Oh, come on. Okay, so look, it has flipped, and that means we are closer to a meteorite in this direction. So now I just need to follow this guy for a little while, and then eventually, when you are on top of a meteorite, the compass will start spinning. Now, a lot of these meteorites, if you have not played this mod before, or Applied Energistics, a lot of the meteorites are actually underground, which kind of makes it difficult to find at times, but I think I've come up with a pretty good method of usually finding them pretty easily. So let's just keep running. I'm really kind of hopeful that it'll be on the surface again, just because it's easier to deal with. Okay, I see something in the distance. Oh my goodness, look at that. Okay, we are close. So what I do is, since this thing is pretty obviously underground because I do not see any trace of it on the surface, is the first block that this starts spinning, I put down a torch. And then I continue until it is no longer spinning. And usually I think that's 3 chunks, which is like 48 blocks. Okay, so you're spinning here. Cool. Now we do the same thing in the other cardinal directions. Boom. And then let's go this way. Okay, so somewhere in the middle here is what we're looking for. Okay, so we don't have to search very far because this thing is actually right underneath the surface. And I didn't even notice. But anyways, here it is. Right here. And this one's a little one. This one's a little one. Actually, no, I don't know that. I should probably take that back because this just might be the very small surface of it. Okay. I was right the first time. It is a little one. Fortunately, we have 3 plates here. Unfortunately, one of them is a duplicate. So we still need one of the presses, and I forget which one. The logic press, which actually is one that I definitely need, so we cannot skip that one. Okay, so what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to continue walking in a direction. I'm not sure which direction. You know what? While we're here, let's try to kill this Enderman. Okay, so I have a little way to maybe make this easier. Because Endermen are 3 high, there's a way to where they can't touch me. By building a little awning. Because off camera one day, an Enderman actually killed me in this playthrough. So see, he can't touch me. So this is a nifty little trick to prevent Endermen from killing you. And I did get an Ender Pearl, which is fantastic, and an Enderman head, which is also very fantastic. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to explore a little bit, and I will be back once I find another meteorite, and hopefully we will get a logic press. So I'm going to be right back. So I found another meteorite, and this is a super interesting location because this is like cliffs. And here kind of at the bottom is a meteorite. Now, once again, we are looking for the logic press, and so let's find the top of this bad boy, and let's go digging. Okay, so I think this would be the center right here. So let's get digging. And this one's a pretty big one, so we might have to dig a little bit to get there. Okay, so we have another calculation press, which is unexciting and sad. I did find another spawner off camera underneath a greatwood tree, and so I collected a few items from the chest underneath the spawner, such as the mana in a bottle and the amazing Technicolor glasses, which I really have no idea what they do. But anyways, what I need to do is I need to find another one of these guys, so maybe I can find one of those logic presses. So I'm going to continue searching off camera, and I'm going to be back when I find another meteorite. And here we are with yet another meteorite, and it looks like there are some deer around. This meteorite also looks fairly large, so let's once again go up to the top and find the middle and dig down. And hopefully this one will have what we need. I'm not really sure whether the middle's here or here, but I'm fairly certain it's one of the two. Here we go. Yes, we found it. Cool, cool, cool. That is exciting. We have found the logic press, and once again, we have some duplicate of the other presses. Now, one thing I did not mention earlier is you can make duplicate presses if you have one of them using the inscriber. So, what I need to do now is, let's get, I think I've got rid of most of my junk. What I need to do now is I need to go back home, and then we need to start diving into the mod Applied Energistics. So I'm going to be back when I am back at my home base. And I'm back home, and it is daytime, so let's get rid of a bunch of stuff we don't need. For right now, let's get rid of the compass. Yeah, pretty much. I want to put that in my workshop. Let's get rid of this. Some more skystone, and then pretty much all of this. So the first thing we're going to need to do to really dive into the mod, other than grab those inscription plates, is we need to make some inscribers. Now, first off, I need to find it, and it is made something like this. So, obviously, there are a couple things we don't have. We don't have the sticky pistons, and we don't have the flux crystals. Now, the flux crystals are actually fairly easy to make. It's drop 1 charged Certus quartz, 1 nether quartz, and 1 redstone dust into a puddle, and then wait, and then you get 2 flux crystals. So, that's not too difficult. The thing is, sticky pistons, and there are a few ways to make Rawson and tar, but for right now I do have some blood, and that will work for the immediate future. I will need to get a better supply of things to make inscribers in the future, but for right now we can make do with 1 inscriber, so that shouldn't be too bad. Now let's walk over here and let's see. Wood. I don't have wood, but I can make some easily enough. Whoops, wrong thing. Let's make 4 of these guys. 2 sticky pistons. And then I need the flux crystal. Now the thing is, to get charged Certus quartz, you need to find a little bit of charged Certus, and then you can make a charger. So let's go ahead and do that. So basically I want to make 3 flux, which actually I will have to make 4 just because of how that works. Shoot, I don't have any charged Certus over here. I do have some, and I know that. So let's grab the rest of it. We need some nether quartz, which I don't know where I have. Huh. Maybe it's in here. Or maybe I have like practically none left. Check this. Okay, duh, I don't have it set up because I don't really produce it over here. So I definitely should have some in this chest right here. I don't have a whole lot, but we have enough. And I need 2 charged Certus, which I know I have a little bit of down here. Right here. Okay, so I need 2. And let's go ahead and haul the rest of it back to our base, or our workshop, excuse me. And then, okay, so to see exactly how this works, let's find some water. And literally all you do is nether quartz, redstone, charged Certus in equal quantities, and then eventually you'll get flux. Cool. Like I said, I only need 3 of these right now. So let's go ahead and create a charger, which is something like that. And then a inscriber, which is like that. Okay, so the inscriber. How can I set this up? What I think I can do is see if we can't put the inscriber right here. I'm not sure if this will take energy directly from the cell or not. Okay, so to test this out, we need to try to create something. So let's go to our recipes and let's find this right here. Gold plus the logic press should equal a few of those guys. So let's get a little bit of gold, and I'm thinking, let's do 6. Okay, this is pulling power from the cell, so that's fantastic. And then up here we can do the charger, I think. Because I think the charger can only accept power from the top and bottom. So let's go ahead and make some of those. Now, in addition, we're going to have to make some other things. And I'm not sure I can actually make everything I want this episode, because I want... I forgot about this recipe. You know what? I'm not going to mess with this episode. What we can do is we can make some of these Certus quartz seeds. And what we need to do is get some Certus quartz, grind it up, and then combine it with sand. Now, I should have some sand in these guys, which is fantastic. Let's throw half of it away. Let's get some Certus. Let's get a whole stack, because we have plenty of Certus quartz, and throw it in these pulverizers here. While that's cooking up, we can go ahead and make more of these printed logic presses. Now, in addition to make these processors, we will need silicon. And so... I would say this would be the easiest way to do this, but I don't have pink slime. So let's see. Sagmill. Clay plus the sagmill. Okay, so that shouldn't be too bad. Or sand plus the sagmill. You know what? Let's do sand plus the sagmill. Over here, I do have some grinding balls that I have made. What grinding balls do is they just increase the yield in sag mills, and if you hold shift, you can see the stats of any individual grinding ball. Solarium is not super ideal, actually. So, you know what? Let's take a look at what would be ideal. So, let's... Okay, so we're looking for something to boost the main output. Energetic alloy is really good. Energetic alloy is something we can make. So let's take a look at what that would entail. Okay, so it's equal parts redstone, gold, and glowstone. So let's do 5 of those. Gold, glowstone, and redstone. And I think glowstone might be over here. I am really, really short on glowstone. Okay, so let's throw that in our smeltery. Cool. So that should give us some of the alloy to make a grinding ball, because all of the grinding balls are just a recipe like so. And then we can throw the grinding ball in the sag mill here. In addition, we have some solarium to make more grinding balls. And I'm just putting them up here. Cool. So, even though we don't have the grinding balls made yet, what we can do is we can go ahead and start the process. Throw in the sand, not into this. Oh shoot, I thought I had a sag mill over here. Maybe I don't. I really should do that though. Anyways, in the meantime, what we can do is we can do this. So that should give us some silicon. Shoot. In the meantime, we should probably just stick this back in here and get rid of some of the sand. Okay, so we have... Shoot, I have that sand for a reason. My bad. In the meantime, what we can do is make some of these seeds. Now, these seeds will grow, and they will not despawn. What you have to do is you need to place them in water, and this water right here would be a good spot. And they grow very, very slowly unless you have some machines around them called, I forget what they're called actually, the Certus crystal growth accelerators. Now these things require energy and they require some blocks I don't really have yet, so we're not going to worry about that. We can just let those things grow off camera between episodes, and then we can deal with them. Anyways, we should have some silicon now. I don't even know how we have that much silicon, but anyways, we have a good amount. Let's finish up making some logic circuits here, and you know what, let's only make 4. In addition, let's make some of the more advanced ones. So, I think these would be the engineering press. Yes. And I would like to make 4 of these. In the future, you can add some acceleration cards, and that just speeds up the process a little bit. Also increases power consumption, but that's not a big deal, especially later on. So now that we have all these circuits, we need to throw in the silicon press, and then we can print up a few of these guys. Unfortunately, this machine only allows 1 in at a time, but you can use hoppers to speed this process up, and I probably will in the future. But for right now, 1 at a time is alright. And I want to make 8 of these, and then we can go ahead and make some actual circuits. And then we can make a super basic Applied Energistics system. And then next episode, I think we should be able to do a system in which we can craft from, which will be super useful. I don't think I'm going to build a system any more advanced than that, though. But that will be super useful in and of itself. Okay, so how we need to do this is I need redstone. Each circuit, there are 3 different types of circuits. And let's see if we can't. Okay, they're not called circuits at all, they're called processors, my bad. But anyway, there are 3 different types of processors, which are built from the 3 different types of circuits, and they all have their own type of engineering circuit, or printed, or logic circuit, or calculation circuit at the top, and then they have redstone and the printed silicon. So let's go ahead and make some of these guys. And then we can do some nifty stuff with these. Okay, so first off, let's see what we can do with these circuits, or what we need to do first off. Okay, so the first thing I want to build is an ME drive, which is a little expensive, to be honest. I could go with an ME chest, and this would definitely be cheaper, but I want to have a little more capacity than that. So first off, we need to grab some crushed Certus, which I might have a little bit of somewhere. You know what, I don't know that I do. So let's just go ahead and crush some up real fast. Let's make the rest of our seeds. And get those going. Cool. Okay, so hopefully these are done. I think this requires glass. Cool. And then some fluix. And I don't know that I made any more fluix other than just... Okay, so what we can do, since we do have a charger now, we can just go ahead and use the rest of these. The rest of my charged Certus, that is. Okay, so I don't want to use that pool because there's stuff in it right now. What we can do is, hopefully before that guy starts attacking me. Okay, so failure. Okay, so that should be fluix. Cool. Okay, we're almost to something functional, maybe. Okay, so we have what we need. Let's go ahead and do that. Cool. Now we should be able to make an ME drive. I only want to make one for right now because I might need these processors. In addition, I need some sort of terminal. Actually, I need an energy acceptor, I believe. So that's quartz. Shoot, I need more quartz ground up. Okay, so I will need quartz glass. I will probably need more quartz glass than that. So you know what? Let's grab 5 more of these guys. And do that. Okay, terminal or energy acceptor. I will need this. Okay, so we should have everything else we need. And let's just throw that in there. Quartz glass. Yeah, we can't make that yet. I would prefer to make an ME controller, but I do not have the required stuff. So for right now, we can just go ahead and do this. Okay, so this will accept energy from a source, and I'm not sure if it'll accept energy directly from a cell or not. But anyways, let's put the drive up here. And what we need are we need some sort of storage device. For right now, we can use a 1K storage device, which is made like this. And we need to make one of these guys first. So we need 4 Stardust. And you know what? Let's just grab a stack because we might need more. We already had Stardust. Anyways. So let's actually make 2 of these guys because it looks like we should be able to. And where to go? There it is. Okay, we don't have any more quartz glass, but we can make some. We do have the required ingredients. Okay, these do not stack, but that is fine, and they just go into the ME drive like so. Now lastly, I need to place down one of these guys, and then I need to get a terminal of some sort. And we're just going to go with a basic terminal for this episode. I will be hopefully upgrading it next episode, but what we need is... Ooh. Okay, that's not too bad. I need to grind up 2 of these fluics. And then I think I have everything else I need. Let me double check if I can find the terminal. Do I have 2 processors? I do. And for the terminal itself, do I need a processor? I do. Okay, so I need 1 more processor here. So what I need is a gold ingot, a silicon, and a redstone. Logic press, gold. Come on. And then, okay, so now we have that processor. Our flux is done. Cool. We should have everything now, so... Actually, no, I don't think we do, because we still need this. But anyways, let's make 1 of these, and then 1 of these. Or 2. It's 2 and 2, actually. And then we need the illumination plane, which is quartz glass again, glowstone, and redstone. So I'm really running low on quartz, or nether quartz, but that's okay for right now. We have glowstone and redstone and iron and all that jazz here. So we just have to wait on this. Okay, as we see, these are lit up green. That means this system is on and it is accepting power, which is fantastic from this energy cell. It is drawing power from this system over here, which is not super ideal. What I'm going to do, I think, is I'm going to turn this on high, and I'm going to add a lever. And hopefully I have some sticks over here. I do. And what I can do is I can make a lever real fast. And then as we see, these lights are off because this energy cell is not giving any power out. So basically, I just throw this on here, slap it on, and it should give power to all these machines. And that way, this system will not be drawing power when it's not on. Okay, so I don't know why that's in there. But anyways, it is made like so. And then, cool, now we have a terminal. And this will allow us to put items in to the system. And then in the future, what we can do is we can make a crafting terminal, which is just a terminal, a calculation processor, which we need those seeds to grow outside. And then we can have what we need for that. And then we can have a crafting terminal, which will be super, super, super useful. But for right now, I think this is a pretty good wrapping up point. Let's toss a few items in here. Pretty much our M8 or our Applied Energistics stuff. Let's just toss it in here for the time being. That's cool. So now basically we'll have we'll have a lot of items in one location. We'll be able to sort them and stuff. But for right now, let's turn that off. And so basically, in today's episode, I did a little exploring. I found some spawners. I also found the logic or shoot, what are they called? The presses for the mod Applied Energistics. And that allowed me to create this little system right here, which is not super useful right now, but it will be pretty useful in the future because we will be able to store and craft items all from this system right here. So basically, it's like this system, except it will be able to hold a lot more items than this chest can. So that's going to be fantastic. If you liked this episode, give me a like. If you like automation in Minecraft, subscribe to my channel because, as you can see, that's kind of what I do. Signing off, I am Minecraft Phenom 08, and I will see you next time.